That was Where Are You Now by Kent featuring Louser. Up next, we have the new hit Here by Lear. Before that, we have some news for you guys. Our latest highlight for tonight is that there has apparently been a feud brewing between the two dukes, Albany and Cornwall.
A feud? A family feud? That's so childish. And then what?
Supposedly, they've been housing servants who were actually French spies.
How do they not know that they have French spies in their household? Didn't they interview them or something?
Guess not. Evidently, the servants took notice of this conflict. Albany and Cornwall are now against the king. The servants reported it to France, and now the French army is marching towards our divided kingdom.
Are you saying we're on the verge of war? A war over something so stupid?
Yep. A war is manifesting all because Lear gave the power to rule to the wrong daughters. What a poor judgment for a king.
Huh, ain't that something? We're doomed, man.
Now, here we have Inene for the weather report.
Thanks, Pepe. Well, folks, tonight we are experiencing an intense thunderstorm. The winds are blowing from all directions, so I advise everyone to stay inside their houses. Don't be like this crazy old guy over here, standing in the middle of the storm, screaming at the sky, and risking his life like it's nothing. Oh wait, is that the former ruler, King Lear? What is he doing? He's freaking nuts, man.
Hey, I heard that he was kicked out of the castles of both his daughters.
Yeah, that happened. That's his own fault, though. First of all, what kind of king would divide his lands between his 3 daughters? That's very unusual and foolish. Not only that, but he based his decision on how much each daughter loved him. I wonder what he's thinking about everything that's going on right now. Everything's turned upside down for him, hey? I bet he's dealing with his very own storm in his life right now. He went from being a decent king to a crazy old loon. Who could have known?
I mean, it makes sense to me. He expected to be still treated as a king even though he gave up the throne to his crazy evil daughters. He was so blinded by his 2 daughters' fake love that he might as well be called Gloucester.
Good one, Jameems. And look where that led him. Being betrayed by your own kin can take a toll on you. If that happened to me, I will definitely go insane as well. Hey, I think the king's fool is trying to get him into the hut nearby.
That's so ironic. The wise man became the fool while the fool became the wise man.
I'm also seeing another guy who seems to be a peasant talking to Lear, and it appears as if he's trying to convince both the wise man and the fool into entering the hut to keep warm. Oh, they're now entering the hut. Well, there they go. Back to you, Pepe.
Thanks, Vinine. Breaking news. Gloucester has supposedly sided with the king. Do you know the punishment for disobeying orders? You might get stabbed.
The French army is on their way right now. They might arrive any second. Have you heard of their motives?
Yeah, I have, but the king willingly gave up his place. He's an old man. He's turned cynic. He can't possibly continue ruling.
I agree with you there, Renee. Aging can make you go crazy. It's probably because of death coming soon.
Why do you have to be so dark, man? See, Gloucester said this to his legitimate son, Edmund, and Edmund decided to report this to Cornwall. As a result, Gloucester is wanted for treason. The Duke wants him dead.
Oh dang! That bastard son of his sure is a traitor. He has become so desperate for luxury that he willingly betrayed his father. How sad.
He's sad. Hashtag sad life.
So what's happening there now, Inene?
Well, I think the peasant is trying to get the king to take shelter inside the hut. Let me move closer. I think the king is saying, and I quote, "This storm in my mind keeps me from feeling anything except what's tormenting me." End quote.
So he's saying that the storm outside is numbing the storm he's feeling inside his own mind?
Dang, the king must be really disheartened.
I guess so. He deserves it, though, for being careless and lazy with the responsibilities he's supposed to have.
I also see the king's fool going inside. Wait, no, he's coming out. With a beggar? He's saying his name is Tom Bedlam.
Who's Tom Bedlam?
Another man foolish enough to be out in the storm? Well, I guess he's a beggar. He doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, Lear is saying, "You go in first, boy. Oh, you suffering homeless people."
Hold up, a king feeling sorry for someone? Much less a beggar? He really has gone mental.
He was stripped of his reputation. He can do anything he wants. He no longer has anything to lose.
He's asking Tom who he was before he became a beggar, and Tom's replying that he is someone of no importance. But apparently he used to be a courtier. Hey, I think someone else is coming. I think it's Gloucester.
Why is he out in the storm too? Has he gone crazy as well?
Am I Pinoca?
I don't doubt it. All these men who have selfish, lunatic kids are bound to become crazy themselves.
No, I think he's trying to get the king inside. Oh, well, there they go. The fool, the peasant, the beggar, and the wise man are following Gloucester to his house.
What do you think of that?
It was definitely something.
It's funny how the king and the fool's role reversed. The fool acquired the characteristic a king should have. smart, intelligent, and whatever else. On the other hand, the king became a fool himself. His ignorance led him to losing his mind.
Speaking of losing something, how can someone of high ranks fall to such a low class? Tom must have displeased the whole court, which resulted in him being thrown out.
Ha! Just like Gloucester? Although Gloucester's actions can be considered good or bad depending on the person. Gloucester is an epitome of Lear. They were both very unwise to believe the lies that their children told them and made a huge mistake of casting away the good in their lives.
Prepare yourselves. War is coming. Now here's Bad Blood by GNR featuring C.